Alright, everyone. Are you this or are you that? Today, we will decide. We are going to be watching some more memes, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And yeah.
Slap him for 88 million? No, I would eat that thing raw for a Snickers bar. Having normal lungs, or having the lungs of a smoker. Normal people. You're insane. People who can bite into ice creams. Sure I am.
Okay. Who watching this video right now can bite into ice cream? I want to know. I want to know. Because I cannot at all. And I hate the sensation of it.
But what's your point? Putting your shirt on first versus putting your pants on first. I put my socks on first.
I think
Friendly reminder.
You put your socks on first? I think I put my pants on first.
That after each passing day, you are closer to finding your soulmate. And your grave. Maybe the grave is my soulmate.
Okay.
I have depression. Or do you? I have depression. Which type of depression do you have? Can you imagine reading in one of these during a rainstorm? Imagine having this though. No wind, no bugs,
what if
no
you get
critters.
trapped in
your
it?
own little bubble. I legitimately need this in my life. Imagine forcing a cat there with you. There are two types of people. What if you farted and you couldn't get out and you pretty much gassed yourself to death? 3 types of people. Don't hate veganism.
I'm just thinking, if you're stuck in that bubble, like, what if, like, I don't know, like, it closes or something, you can't get out? You know what I'm, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to
like,
shame you for what you eat. Cannibals. Noted. What if the only reason we can't walk through mirrors is because our reflection blocks us? What if they're protecting us, though? What if they know that the other side is horrifying and painful, and they are trying to keep us from ever crossing over? I must be on the wrong side of the mirror, then. Maybe you're the reflection. Me around people versus me around those 2 people I'm comfortable with. Would you rather sweat but no bugs, or stay cool with a few? I would rather sweat. With no Which bugs? Type of student are you?
No bugs. Especially when you're trying to sleep and you just hear them buzzing around. Like, that's one of the most annoying things. And like, just right, especially when you're like just right about to fall asleep and you're zzz, and you're like, man. You're like, I hate it here.
I tried to be organized at the start, but it all broke down. There are 2 types of people. People who hate the sound of their own voice. Morgan Freeman. I do A until I need to do B. True. There's 2 types of eating a straw to prove that turtles are babies.
What?
Eating a straw so the turtles don't have to. The 2 types of people. Good night.
Why are we eating straws
go to sleep.
for the turtles?
Night. It's 2 types of people in this world. You would as hell if you get in on the side where the water comes out from. I need to borrow a charger. I forgot to close out a recently used app. And it killed my battery, counting on this to last the rest of the day.
If you ever talk to me, my phone's like always under 20%, and I don't know why. Like, I feel like I charge it, but I guess I don't charge it enough. She's always hanging on. The types of
single people. Desperately wants to be in a relationship. Desperately wants to remain single for as long as possible. I am both. When it comes to hot food, there are 2 types of people. You either blow your food until it cools down, or you just go until you can chew it. Damn, bro. I felt that. What the hell? Eats large pizza with fries, Coke, and dessert. Breathes around chocolate. Trees like this are best to sit under and read books or draw.
That's beautiful. Look at it. These are weeping willows, correct? Maybe?
Or just relax and be alone. Or you can climb it and sit up in the foliage waiting for unsuspecting pedestrians to walk by so you can swing down on one of the roots with a Tarzan scream and kick them in the face before running from the traffic cops.
This is such an elaborate paragraph right there. He really thought about it. He's like, how can I scare?
How my mother folds versus how I fold. The types of people going
Folding
back to
those
school.
Are really hard,
it's my first day of kindergarten. I hate school and I refuse to hold a sign unless it said I hated school. My life goal is to have enough $100 bills that fill a bathtub, and I want to bathe in my glory and success. My life goal is to sneeze without farting. I think we're on 2 different paths in life. The 2 types of people in the winter. Winter Wonderland, or what the hell is that?
I think a lot of people can relate to this. I like winter in the beginning, like in the first like snowfall, the second snowfall. But after that, like, I'm done. I'm like, okay, I don't want any more snow. And then, like, especially during like a snowstorm where you lose power and everything, I'm like, yeah, I hate it here. I don't want this anymore.
People die if they are killed. Did you really think that killing me would be enough to make me die? Morning poop.
I should also say I live in a place that does get a lot of snow. I live in Canada. And, you know, as everyone thinks, Canada has a lot of snow, which is, like, incorrect, but, like, we do get a lot of snow in the winter.
At work or morning poop at home. People with common sense. Whenever I'm alone in a public bathroom, I will wait until the other person flushes, then pee as fast as I can so they won't hear it. I wait until it's dead silent, like when they're fixing their hair, and I take the hardest piss, and as I exit the stall, I stare at them in the face so they know my dominance over the bathroom. There are 2 types of people in the world. I'd love to sit there and just drink my tea, listening to the rain. I'd love to do the deed here and listen to the rain between moans. 2 kinds of people, and I'm them both. There are 2. Okay.
I want to read a book there. It seems so peaceful.
I went through a phase of doing it on the right. There are two types of people in the world. It's already 10 p.m. and it's only 10 p.m. and they marry each other. Collecting skins as a gamer versus collecting skins as a serial killer. There aren't two types of people. There are three types of people. The person who makes it but nearly doesn't make it, and the person who doesn't make it.
I'm
Who are the
all
most
of them.
attractive people in this subreddit? Me. Not me. Why does Apple release an update every single week? Why do Android phones take forever to get an update? There are two types of people. Is that true? Hey, I need to fill up.
Does Android phones not update?
So what do? Do you set one alarm or set a bunch? I set a bunch of alarms.
I set a bunch
two
normally.
Types of players.
Actually,
maybe
it depends. If it's something really important, I can like set one or two. If it's something like I know that like if I have to hold myself accountable, I normally have to set like 5.
The real treasure was the friends we made along the way. No, I want my gold. There are two types of cats. 3,
I always want my gold.
The third one is just
game.
hiding. The two types of people. Which are you? I think the right is crazy. The types of people.
I was like, the right is diabolical. Whoever does the right is just why? Please tell me why, actually.
People waking up at 6 a.m. People still awake at 6 a.m. Y'all need to stop wishing death and pain on your enemies. It's psychotic. I wish life and learning on my enemies. May they live long enough to become my friends. I hope my enemies die and go to hell, no matter what.
Oh my God.
When people say, I can't draw, there really are two types. Have you ever seen a chicken strip? There are two kinds of people in this world. Poor people, rich people, degenerates who play videos at max volume in public. This is just old people, but they're just deaf. They don't know. There are two types. Which one are you? I respect both because sometimes you ain't in the mood. Senior versus freshman girls.
Yeah, no, I do both too. Because like they said, sometimes you're not in the mood to sit there and cut like a clove of garlic up. Unless if you are, then like props to you. But I like having both because sometimes I just want a little bit of garlic and stuff cutting out. I have it. You know what I'm saying?
Parties. Bro, creative is boring. Bro, just for 10 minutes. Hey, how are you? Do much this weekend? I ended up, so basically loads of texting and then one text in one bubble.
I text
people
like
who
the
are
left.
antisocial and don't text anyone. There's 3, actually. I'm the one on the left. There's a guy cleaning
I'm
my
the one
window
on the left too.
Wow, this is awkward. Do I smile at him or something? Or do I just pretend he isn't there? Open your window so he falls down. Give him a strip show. Two kinds of people at wintertime. My tail's froze, and my nose is froze, and my ears are froze, and my toes are froze. And Santa! When you play Monopoly, are you organized or not? I would say I'm pretty organized. There are two types of horror game players.
Do people really do that when they play Monopoly? They throw all their money in one big pile without organizing it? I feel like that's just chaotic. Do people actually do that though? Probably.
Ones who use normal brightness and ones who turn it all the way up. People who say Ez after winning. People who say GG after losing.
When I play horror games, I normally go in the middle only because I like I like it darker, like my screen darker, but when I do that for streams and stuff, it's not as good. So I have to have it lighter. Also, guys, if you didn't know, I do stream over on Twitch almost every single night. So if you want to go follow my Twitch, it is linked below. Yeah.
Everyone you meet is fighting a battle
same as my
you
YouTube
know nothing
name.
about. Be kind, always. Fight everyone you meet, always. There's a book sitting in front of you, and it contains all the bad things people have said about you behind your back. Would you open it? Oh yeah. Read it so you can find out what people really have to say about you, and how you can change your character to be a better person. Read it so you know what order to murder people in. There are two types of people. I think this just happens on Tumblr. People who failed No Nut November. People going strong in No Nut November.
Yo, speaking of NNN, happy No Nut November, guys. Oh, yippee!
Only one donut left. Girls, you can take it. Boys, people who watch films versus people who work on films. Weirdos or normal people. Is there a word that's a mix between angry and sad?
Guys, I use a 60% keyboard. I am very limited in my numbers. And it normally is fine, except there's certain games I play and they only work with like the actual like keys, like the up arrow key and stuff. And I forget what game it was. It was like an indie game, so I don't blame them. Because like I said, like it was a really like indie game or whatever. And I tried to like fix my key bindings and you couldn't fix your key bindings. So I literally could not play the game because I didn't have a keyboard to play the game with. And I was like, well, this sucks. But like I said, besides that, like I've never ran into that ever.
Malcontented, disgruntled, miserable, desolated. Smad. There are two types of people. I just hate people who edit their Discord messages. You hate, oh, this guy hates himself. I get it. At 5 minutes, it's so cringe. At 5 minutes, I had to take a break from watching the video because I was laughing so hard. Do you un-orange like this or like this? Like this, and you will never know which like this I mean.
What do you mean,
Man,
do you
woman, white,
un-orange?
black, poor, rich. People who think men over women. People who think women over men. People who don't double dip. People who flip the nugget upside down to double dip. The types of people when it comes to eating mango.
Wait, y'all eat your nuggets with sauce?
My mom versus my dad's reaction to me getting into college. Wowie, I'm so proud of you. That's an accomplishment. That's good. There are two types of
I feel like
people.
that was my parents
Is this
too.
milk bad? What does the due date say? Smell it. Things toddlers and I have in common. Don't
Smell
want to
it
go to
kinda goes
bed.
hard,
Why
though.
get dressed when I could keep playing in my pee?
Or you guys, if you guys are like coffee drinkers, tea drinkers, have you ever put like curdled, like not curdled, but like bad cream / milk into your tea or whatever? And then you realize because you look at your tea and you see all the little flowing particles and you're like, F, it went bad.
Jays. I'm very tired and
or am I
therefore
just
I
crazy?
hate you. Just 5 more
It might be
minutes.
this-
I haven't
it might be
eaten
the
and I'm
later one.
hungry, so I'm gonna cry about it. That's true. Type A, the most 2000s photo ever. Why did we used to
Oh.
dress like this? Type B, Junie's shirts. I need them all. There are two types of people. Those who think, I don't want anyone to suffer like I did. And those who think, I suffered, why shouldn't they?
Why
This is an
shouldn't
important
they?
distinction. Who would win? One of the most complex and
Oh.
arguably the most vital organ contained within the human body? Some salty boys. Those who eat
Some
the hell out of
salty
the bread
boys.
versus those who don't. The types of people so when you're checking for your heartbeat, what do you do? Or a pulse? I go to my hand, not my neck.
What?
There's two kinds of dogs. Hey,
Oh,
how do you
checking
ask what a glass
pulse.
of water is doing? A glass of water is an
I don't
inanimate
know.
object and is
Probably my neck.
incapable of having a thought process or understanding
How do you-
English. What are
oh.
you doing? Looks
What
like a
are you
great place for a
doing?
tree fort. Looks like a great place to do drugs. The two types of
It's
people.
so
Which one are
fun.
you? You can be both. Meet in the middle. Dance
I
all
want
night.
meat in the
It's
middle. I want meat in the middle. I love both those things, especially kiwis. Where I think there's kiwis, right? I don't even know. But I do
two
love both of
ADHD
them. I don't like
moods.
the mangoes.
I can't do it. I can't
Someone
stop
can eat the
doing
mangoes
it. The
for
two
me.
types of
Smiley
ADHD
face.
time. Now, not now. The two ADHD memory moods. I literally cannot recall the words that just came out of my mouth. I can recite the opening paragraph of every single Magic Treehouse book. Social distancing.
Huh?
Anti-social distancing. Do you ever get a ring stuck on your finger and it's just like, no, I didn't commit to this. Is this how marriages work? Is this how Lord of the Rings works? Yes and yes. This is the first ever photograph of a black hole unveiled
Married to
by
Lord of the Rings
scientists
now.
this morning.
Easy.
Space is but unreal. We live in such an exciting time for science and technology. Saw an Italian today. Are you safe? Wild or domesticated? So the types of people who shower for 3 minutes and people who shower for 3 hours. The types
I
of
like
teen-
both. I don't shower for 3 hours. Sometimes I take a longer shower, but I like doing both. I don't know. I don't think I've ever showered for 3 hours. I think that's too long.
The internet people / gamers, the partying /
For
drinking
me.
teens, and both think that the other ones are losers. No, you can't just execute people who commit horrible murders. Electrical chair go bzzz. The types of teachers
my
in the world.
gosh.
10 words I can spell right. 3 out of 10.
10
See me
words I
after
can
class.
What do you
Write 5
mean?
words you can spell. Glass headstones.
I
Imagine
mean,
a graveyard full of these on a
they're
sunny
right.
day. It would be so beautiful. I would position mine so that every day when the sun was in
Oh,
the right
no.
position, it would set fire to the roof of someone I hated, thus achieving revenge from beyond
They
the
do
grave
look really
every
pretty,
single
but I
night.
wonder-
There are two kinds
I
of
do wonder
people.
if they,
Dudes
like,
with
have
father issues.
something
I
like
never
that.
had an authority figure, so I'll just base my personality around these cool dudes. I'm a cute little femboy uwu. I wonder what
Uwu.
places I have already visited for the last time. Holy, oh no, the gym. Never going there again. The two types of people when you
scary
talk about
place,
horror
I
movies.
think.
It's weird. I'm scared of horror movies, but not really scared of
I am the bunny. I think if you guys don't know, I cannot do horror, and I feel like a lot of you guys know this already. I freaking hate horror.
animes.
Anything
I guess 'cause
horror.
it's more psychological.
I hate it.
Wishing I was on a balcony in Italy, wearing a long floral dress, eating fresh fruit, and staring at
this
the
is
sunset
specific.
and landscape below me. Wish I was the Hulk. I wish I was the Hulk too. Please stop adding "there are two
Me
kinds
too.
of people," and that escalated quickly, to text posts. There are two kinds of rapid escalation. Well, that peopled twicely. There are two. How do you open a door? Left or right? I've never known anyone to open it
Right.
like the right one. Me and our dog.
The right
and
is
my
diabolical,
wife and our cat.
huh?
Two types of green activists. I want to talk to the people responsible for climate policy. We demand changes. I'll destroy priceless paintings and block the roads. Pardon me for my
no.
poor choice of words. If I make a mistake in English, please don't correct me. I have no respect for this language. I asked for a highlighter,
Damn,
and
real.
they are both a highlighter.
yeah,
just different types.
they are.
Using only 3 words, make the happiest sentence you can. I am strong. Mum brought McDonald's. So when you read a
Mom brought
book, do you use a
McDonald's goes
bookmarker
hard.
or are you Satan? I guess I'm sometimes Satan. I think it's good though because it adds character to the book. A book needs to have scratches and scuffs.
I don't
That's
know.
what makes a story.
I
'Cause if
don't
the story
know.
was perfect, no one would be interested in reading it.
I love my bookmarks. I use my bookmarks. I can understand a turning the page. I can understand the corner if like I don't have like it's called dog earing a page. And I can understand putting a dog ear like on a page if I don't have anything, but you will never catch me with a book that has multiple of them. Like I cannot have like 5 or more because then I just hate it. I don't know how to explain it. But I'm like a little book freak, so that's probably why.
Types of people most excited for autumn. Which one are you? Yeah, I'm guilty of this. I don't like it, but I'm guilty of this. I need to clear my emails.
I am the right.
So my classmates just asked our professor
I don't
if
clear
his shirt is
anything. I
missing a
should
second
say.
part. There are 2 types of people in this world. 1, those who can extrapolate from incomplete data, and you can only pick one. Choose wisely. Anime cat girlfriend. She loves you. Iron Golem guardian. He will protect you. Cat girlfriend.
Both.
There are 2 types of people in this world. Avoid them both. Until next time, friends. There are 2 kinds of people.
Until next
the ones
time,
that
friends.
pack 6 days
You will
before
never
a trip,
know.
and the ones that wake up day of and realize they need to do a load of laundry. Is this your husky dog? No, he's a pure blood, half blue-eyed Alaskan wolf husky dog.
Oh my gosh.
What breed is he? Orange. He's stupid. That's his breed. There are usually 2 types of
I love
merchants.
cats.
I think the right one would bargain more. The left one is set on the price. The 2 types of shoppers. No job versus job. There are
The
2
left one
types of
is
Valentine's Day
freaking
celebrations.
funny.
Some roses and some cakes.
Is
I'll
that like
take some
chicken
alcohol.
wings?
Studying has 2 types. A hard subject
that's
which
whiskey and
can't be
chicken
studied.
wings.
An easy subject that doesn't need to be studied. How would you describe the planet you
Cheers.
live into an
Cheers.
alien? Wonderful overall. We have a few kinks to work out there. In need of eradication. There are
I
2
don't.
types
I don't
of
think we
people.
explain
Also,
that. I would just be like, "Yo, hello, alien. Go figure it out for yourself and get back to me."
I'm going to immediately unpack as soon as I get home. And my sister said she's not touching her suitcase until next week. Your sister's just like me. The duality of man. Is she dating someone? I hope whoever she ends up with makes her immensely happy. Nice bird. Memento Mori ring, England. Late 17th to early 18th century. You could put a skittle in there. Wouldn't a ring like this meant to be used to
Why
carry
do you
a
want
little
a skittle?
poison?
Oh, okay, never mind.
But
Never
consider,
mind.
you could put a skittle in
Wait,
there. People in movies
is it
have
actually
this
to
kind
carry
of breakfast,
poison?
and they only
Oh,
grab a
probably
strawberry
is.
and be like, gotta go, hon. Only
I
in
could go
movies,
for some
people who
pancakes
go,
right now.
Ooh, big stretch when a dog stretches. Sociopaths. My friend's cat got his head stuck in a vase, freaked out, broke the vase, and was left with this.
looks like,
Some cats does this. Ancient Egyptian pharaoh.
Yeah, I was gonna
what
say
a
it looks
look.
like
Starts wearing
some of
huge gold
the
collars. Pothead.
ancient
Not sure why
Egyptian,
people
like,
don't automatically say shape-shifting. When asked what they want their
hieroglyphics that they,
superpower to
like,
be,
drew.
you could become anyone you want. Even fictional characters. Anyone. Cosplay would always be spot on. Dysphoria wouldn't exist. Perfection. Rob a bank and disguise yourself as a stray pin lying on a shelf when the cops...
Wait. Speaking about cosplay, you know what cosplays are back in full force because of the remake and I Love My Life again? It's Silent Hill 2. If you guys haven't noticed, the Silent Hill cosplayers are all back in full force and they do such a fantastic
Just
job.
a single pen
And I love
surrounded by
seeing them.
$500,000. They are
I just thought I should let you know.
This is my dad.
And if you
Parents
guys
of the
ever
year.
come
How
across
was your day,
them.
sweetie? There was a fire
They're
today
really
on campus,
good.
I think. Did you get hurt? Hope you and Ash are okay. There was a fire today at school. Did you start it? The types of people in the world to go,
Did you
no, I'm
start
scared.
it?
You ask them. And for God's sake, move. I'll ask. 2 types of people on the internet. Angry boomer, depressed zoomer, obnoxious doomer, for hire gooner. Oh, oops. That's not
these all the
gooner.
social
And
medias.
just something
Wait.
completely different. Not safe for
What's
work,
that
loving
social
Kuma,
media?
brain dead goober, low-key
What's the
groomer.
one with the 4
I want
hearts?
to talk about generational divides. I don't know anyone under 40 who separates laundry into lights and darks.
I have
What
no
are you
clue what
thinking
that
about?
is.
How I will have nothing but meaningless, empty
I don't separate
relationships
laundry
for the
into
rest
lights
of
and
my
darks,
life.
but I
And no
will,
one is
like,
genuine
if I
and
have,
everyone
like,
is fake. How empty
white
I am. And how
things
in
that I
the
want, like,
mood
keep
I
white,
am.
like a
How I
white
wish
blouse or
things were
something.
different. How they're not. Wondering how we will end up. Them wings I got downstairs in the fridge. A social life versus having
Downstairs.
success. Social life with no success. Success with
no.
no social life. All is perfect. If artistic people are forced to take
Nothing
years
is
of math and
perfect in
science,
life,
then
man.
why don't
Nothing.
sciencey people have to take art and music classes? Someone found a real life plot hole. Boom. And if you're bad at art and
boom.
music, then it's okay. Not everyone has an aptitude for those kind of things. But if you're bad at math and science, then you're not smart / you're not trying hard enough. Grasshopper 250-meter test. Ring of Fire.
What is
The music
this?
selection, the camera angles, and the complete lack of people all combine to add such a surreal
This is
touch
old
to this
school
video.
room-
Your
not
mum's pee-pee
RuneScape.
has arrived.
Holy
What have I told
moly.
you? There are only 2 types of people that think there are only 2 types
My
of
brain
people
is so
and
rotted. Old school YouTube. What the
It
heck?
was that note.
Guys, I just have
You need to be
RuneScape
about
on the
level 20
brain.
to
I'm so
defeat this
sorry.
boss. Me. Oh jeez, I better go do some grinding. Me. 2 weeks later, overleveled by 80, returning to the boss. I'm your god now. Game, says the same thing. My level 2 self, who was about to have a come to Jesus meeting. That is just a recommendation, right? 2 types of games. There's 2 types of anger. One is dry and the other is wet. And basically wet anger is when your eyes water and your voice shakes. And I hate that because I feel weak, and when I'm crying while angry, I like dry anger, when your face is like stone and your voice is sharp. I guess wet anger shows that you care too much, and dry anger means you're done. This is the best description ever. What came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know.
No.
The first animal that would fully evolve into what biologically is chicken came from the egg of the ancestor in its genetic line. Therefore, the egg came first. The churg. There are 2 types of civilizations. I like the one on the right. I think that's in Japan. Well, one of the things I remember when I went to Japan is vending machines were everywhere. There are 2 types of British.
They are everywhere.
Bosh. I don't even know what this image is. I'm trying to figure it out, but I don't know. Okay,
I don't know either.
Apparently there are 2 types of people. People who can so no, not really. Jesus and non-Jesus. If you eat chocolate on the right, I expect you to not share it. But if it's on the left, you're probably going to share it. Or you just have chocolate etiquette. I don't know. There are 2 types of people.
Chocolate
Those who
etiquette?
drop ice and pick
Do I have
it up.
to share my
Those
chocolate?
who drop ice and kick it under the
Is
fridge.
that etiquette?
I usually pick it up, wash it under a tap, then put it back in my drink. It's clean. People who
It's
can open
clean.
pickle jars
I don't-
versus people who just break them. And then you eat a pickle off the floor. Ugh. Pickles are gross. They're good
think
YouTube
so many
comments.
people
Don't be
break
thanks
it.
for all the likes.
Nah,
Most I've
that's
ever gotten.
fake.
I did
There's
this as a
no
kid.
way.
I don't think it's bad. I remember I got 8,000
Okay,
likes
YouTube.
on
How
a
much
video. I
thanks for all
forgot
the
which
likes
video.
most I've ever
And I said
gotten.
thanks for the likes, and then an argument broke out. There's always an argument. The types of
There's
people in
always.
multiplication. 6
There's
times 9
always.
equals 54. If 6 times 10 is 60, then 60 minus 6 is 54. So 6 times. I was not taught math this way. There are 2 types of people. Sane, rational human beings. People who don't clear the microwave timer.
I feel like
Who would
doing
win in a
math the
fight,
second
Sonic
way
or
is a lot
Bowser?
harder, but
Sonic
if it
beat a
works for you,
cosmic
then,
being.
like-
He absolutely no diffs
Yeah, but I
Bowser.
feel like that's
I'm
a
gonna
lot
say Bowser
harder.
just to annoy Sonic fans. The types of people when it's snowy. I
I'm
shouldn't
not gonna
drive
lie,
in
I
the
kind of want
snow.
to play Sonic. I haven't played
I
Sonic
choose
in
you, and I'll
forever.
choose you over and over and
thought-
over without pause. And
Guys, is my brain rotted? I heard that I choose you, and I thought this was going to be like a Pokemon meme. I hope
without
that
a
I
doubt,
hope the
in a
second reply
heartbeat, I'll
is
keep choosing you. Me when I go to a restaurant
no.
and order the same meal I order every time.
Everyone with
I
their
want to
Subway
run away,
orders.
but like in a Ghibli movie. Like I take a block of cheese, a loaf of bread, and some apple, and wander through the flower-speckled
block
mountains
of
wrapped up
cheese,
in a
some
shawl.
bread?
And I happen
Yeah,
to
I'm
wander
in.
into a moving
I'm in.
castle and fall in love with a cute
I'm
prison.
in.
Me, deep in the
Please.
woods, dragging a duffel bag of craft singles and hopelessly lost. Where's Totoro?
I also
so
wanna
are you
find
organized
Totoro.
Or
I'm
well,
down for
is that
both.
unorganized?
I'm down for both.
Yeah, I guess it is. I'm unorganized. For some reason, airports are the best places
Do people
to me
actually
because
put all
they
their
are
apps
so
in
big
files?
and cool.
Are
And if
you
you're
guys
not
like
in a
that?
hurry, you can watch the planes
I do
and just
not at all.
relax.
I do
And
not
you
use
have the
files.
opportunity to just go everywhere in
I
the
like-
entire world. You
Oh.
can steal the bags at baggage
Guys,
claim
look at
areas
his
so
name.
easily. Okay, criminal. That's where my bags went. Singing bowl plus water equals fun.
don't even know what
POV.
happened. I was
You
just
are entering
trying.
the gates of heaven. Amidst the white clouds, you
person's
begin to hear this
username.
music. It attracts you towards it. You gently push the gate in front of you and see hundreds of thousands
Singing
of
bowl?
fountains that regain youth, love, and trust. It heals any pain and
my
trauma.
God.
Sounds like someone who's trying to take a piss but is being abducted by an alien beam at the same time. Okay, no more 2 types, 4 types. So people who
4
are in love,
types?
playing games together in love, shouting but in love, and
Are you
the
not
2
like-
types of fantasy writers. Feverishly calculating the body mass of your dragon
I love
species.
fantasy
Spent
books.
5 hours last night researching the origins of steel, losing sleep over horseshoes, 20 tabs
True.
open. Should a cockatrice be warm-blooded? Will die if they don't immediately figure out when honeybees were first domesticated. 2. How about make-believe land has anything you want? As a society,
I like
convenience over experience.
No, I like because it always leaves me confused. But you guys ever read a book and then it just like goes off the rails? I don't know if you guys ever read that. Like it's like da, and then like you know they forgot something or like they need something and they're like, oh, it just like magically appears, and you're like, yep. You're like, okay.
That's why everything
sure.
sucks today. Blockbuster
like,
was
yep,
an experience. The movie theater was an experience.
An
Music stores were an
experience.
experience. Arcades. I don't want to sit in my house forever. I don't want everything streamed to my electronics. I want to sit in front of the big silver screen for 2 hours with a Coke freeze and come out with my life changed. I want to live and I don't care the cost. For some of us, the experience is exactly why we don't want to go out for these things. I think that-
Nice. Anyways, we have reached the end of the video. As always, if you want more content, press that like button on the video. Subscribe for more. I do post like 3 to 4 times a week. So if you want to watch more content, I have a bunch on my channel, and make sure to go follow me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Saphwyn. And I hope you guys have a fantastic evening, a fantastic weekend. I will catch you guys all on the flip side. Goodbye. Goodbye.